Well, hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us here at the beginning of 2023 for Safe Money Radio. We are the longest running financial planning show in the Ozarks. No one else even comes close. We've been on the radio every single week, 5 different shows on 2 different stations since 2010. This is our 14th year. So if you don't have the opportunity to tune in and listen on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, Saturday afternoons, we are on KWTO and KSGF. Just go to our podcast. We upload all of our shows. So go to wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcast. Just look for Safe Money Radio with Brad Pistole. You can call us anytime. Our toll-free number is 866-780-7233. That's 866-780-SAFE. If you want to read a copy of my new best-selling book, Bulletproof, The Safe and Secure Retirement Income Plan, with the foreword by America's IRA expert, who's been a guest on our show many times, Ed Slott, just call us anytime. We'll give you a copy absolutely free. You can also drop by our offices and pick up a copy. We're just 1 block east of Lambert's in Ozark. As we begin 2023, we want to take a quick look back to 2022. You don't want to forget where you've come from. And so what happened in 2022? Well, if you were in the markets, you know, if you were invested there, because it was ugly. The Dow was down 8.8%. The S&P 500 was down 19.4%. It was the 7th worst year for the S&P 500 in the history of the stock market. The NASDAQ was down over 33%, and many bond funds were down worse than that. It was the worst all-time performance of government bonds in the history of the market. It was an ugly year. There was nowhere to hide unless you've been listening to Safe Money Radio since 2008. We've been on every single week on the radio since 2010 and helping clients since 2008 protect their hard-earned money. Not one single client of ours lost one single penny of their money in 2022 when the market was crashing. And we can show you exactly how to do that. That's why you need to read a copy of Bulletproof, The Safe and Secure Retirement Income Plan. It is protected from years like 2022. Now, as we look to 2023, we're going to have a lot of incredible guests on our show in just the next few weeks. Here in just the very beginning quarter of 2023, we're going to have on key guests on Safe Money Radio like America's IRA expert, Ed Slott. He's actually going to be on with us this next week. We're going to have on National Social Security expert, Heather Schreiber. She writes a lot of different articles. She writes the Social Security Advisor newsletter that goes out all across the country. Just Google Heather. She speaks all over the country. We're going to have on Dr. Wade Pfau. Dr. Wade Pfau created the Retirement Income Certified Professional Program through the American College of Financial Services. He's written several best-selling books. One of his most recent books is Safety First Retirement Planning. Why did Dr. Wade Pfau, an economist, write a book on safety first retirement planning? We're going to have him on to talk about it. We're going to have on a good friend of mine, Casey Marks, who is a retirement income certified professional and a host of Safe Money Radio in Indiana. He'll be on in a few weeks. And as we often do, we're going to have on as a guest Tom Hegna. Tom is a world-renowned economist. He's the author of many best-selling books, Paychecks and Playchecks. Also, Don't Worry, Retire Happy, 7 Steps to Retirement Security. This specific PBS show has aired in more than 80 million homes in the United States and Canada. Tom is known all over the world. Just Google Tom Hegna. As a matter of fact, if you've not done so yet, go to YouTube and type in Tom Hegna 2023 economic commentary. At the beginning of each year, he normally puts on his commentary talks about the previous year and what's coming up in the year to come. You need to hear him say what he says about 2023 and what he thinks is going to happen. This isn't someone that has some fly by the night of opinions. This guy, look up his history. Look what he's done in the world of finance. That's why he's a world-renowned economist. And he is going to talk about why he owns cash value life insurance and 11 different annuities. Again, that's Tom Hegna. Look him up on YouTube. We're going to have him as a guest on the show many times throughout the year. He's going to be talking about his 2023 economic commentary. You want to find out why someone like him owns 11 different annuities. And I talk about on the show all the time why I own 6 different annuities and cash value life insurance. In regard to all the other stocks, bonds, mutual funds, I own all those also. But there are certain things that are bedrocks to my financial planning, known as buffers, that protect you from years like 2022. Join us each week on Safe Money Radio. If you can't join us on KSGF or KWTO on Saturday mornings, Saturday afternoons, and Sunday mornings, just go to our podcast. It's up all the time. Safe Money Radio with Brad Pistole. And you can find this on Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spotify. Join us anytime and have a great 2023. Happy New Year.